Power Wheel, a production of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. TCN adds 120 MVA bulk power transmission capacity to Suleja substation in Niger State, says more investors, industrialists can key into eligible customer regulation to enjoy more power supply in the state. Not resting on its oars, TCN has assured that it has several projects to transform the landscape of power transmission in the Lagos axis. It is doing this with proposed construction of 6 transmission substations and lines to boost industrialization. There is growing capacity for TCN engineers to fix and install power transmission equipment. The focus in this edition is the repair of a 150 MVA transformer at Kumbotso substation in Kano. These and more are in the pack for your viewing delight. Please stay with us. I am Onyema Iketobosin. The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, recently commissioned 2 units of 60 MVA 132 by 33 kV transformers in Suleja substation in Niger State, thereby raising bulk electricity supply in the area from 66 megawatts to 162 megawatts.
The Managing Director of Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Mr. Usman Gur Mohammed, who spoke shortly before he accompanied the Governor of Niger State, Alhaji Abubakar Sani Bello, to commission the facilities, said, while available capacity for power generation is now at 7,450 megawatts, the transmission capacity has risen above that.
It is interesting to tell you that when this government took over power, the capacity of distribution is not more than 3,500. And the capacity of generation was no more than 4,000. It's there on record. The capacity of transmission was nearly about 5,000 megawatts. If you review what happened in December 2017, when we had a combined peak of 5,224, it means that distribution has moved also. Distribution has moved to 5,224 from 3,500. Transmission moved at December 2017 to 7,124, and as of last December, when we did the simulation, transmission capacity is 8,100. 8,100.
Mr. Mohammed, however, noted that what needs to be fixed is the distribution section of the power sector value chain, saying,
the only link that is remaining that need to be fixed is the distribution. I want to assure you that distribution will be fixed. And you can understand that distribution will be fixed by the fact that even now the President has approved and we are implementing a procurement of distribution expansion of 72 billion naira. We are already implementing. And that's how distribution is going to be fixed.
With the new transformers, the capacity of the 132/33 kV substation has been raised from 66 megawatts to 162 megawatts. The project, which started in June 2016 and completed 5 months ago, will boost the quality of power supply across 13 towns in Niger State and other towns in Kaduna State. The TCN boss also said the company has concluded the pre-procurement process to construct a new transmission substation in Lambata area of the state, noting that the project will soon become a reality.
The Lambata that Your Excellency donated land for it, Lambata project is under what we call Northern Corridor. The Northern Corridor was approved on 20th December 2018 by the Board of French Development Agency. We have concluded the procurement document and we have submitted to them. Today at 5 o'clock they are coming to my office for final review and we are going to advertise it. So sir, your desire to have a substation in Lambata has become a reality, sir.
He also called on more investors and industrialists to take advantage of the upgraded bulk power supply facility in Suleja to grow their businesses, especially with the eligible customer regulation that allows TCN to supply power directly to those firms from a generation company, Genco.
We are determined to do everything that is possible to ensure that we achieve the mandate that is given to us by the President. As we have demonstrated here in Suleja, this Suleja substation has old transformers. We have put new transformers. We have enough capacity to support any industry that want to come to Suleja. So anybody who wants to establish industry in Suleja, you should come to Suleja. And under the eligible customer declaration that was done by the minister, we can actually connect you directly to the grid. We can connect you directly to the grid. So if your load requirement is more than 2 megawatt per month, we can actually connect you direct to the grid. So you go and contract your agreement with mainstream or north-south, and then we will the power to you.
Niger State Governor Alhaji Abubakar Sani Bello commended President Muhammadu Buhari and other stakeholders for the giant strides recorded in the power sector.
I strongly believe if the tempo is maintained the way it is right now, going into the next level, inshallah, most of our power problems in Nigeria will be solved. The managing director took time to highlight and explain what has been achieved so far. And he mentioned a lot of achievements that the ordinary Nigerian would not know. Now that he's mentioned it, we can now see that the difference is clear from the past.
Engineers at the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, say the firm is capable of fixing all faulty power transformers and lines as they gain more experience on the field. They said this during the repair of a faulty 150 MVA power transformer at Kumbotso substation in Kano Metropolis. Kano sub-region of TCN was led by the General Manager Transmission, Kaduna Region, Mr. Idris Lawal Alim.
At the substation, Mr. Alim showcased the various parts of the Bond's 150 MVA transformer that was repaired by the TCN engineers.
These are the cylinders that is containing the selector switch. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, red, yellow, blue faces. These are the parts we remove from the Bond 150 MVA T1A transformer. You can see this one got burned. You can see it. Even this one got burned. So part of them, like this one now, it is the one that you see there. So as you carry out the operation, these are the gears. As you operate, because this one, it cannot move now because it is on the ground. These are the gears where you can move. Then this contact will start moving and making contact with the other terminals.
He also said the tap changer gears in the Bond transformers were replaced.
These are the tap changer gears for the Bond one. You see them? So we replace them with the one that is from T3A. So now the one inside. All this wood you are seeing, they are from the Bond transformer. You can see them. So we replace those wood with the wood from the T3A that they are good.
He said the 150 MVA transformer foundation structure has been reinforced for efficient structuring. Alim said,
"We are putting this structure. In fact, the contractor who did that one, he has forgotten to put this 4 standing structure to support the tertiary aspect of it. So we found out that it's necessary because this thing is very, very heavy. And for it to stand like that, because when that T1 got fired, in fact, this one has no support too, and it has collapsed.
The principal manager, Duse Work Center, MK Bello, said the repair works at the Kumbotso substation is a clear commitment that TCN can surpass its capacity with the right resources.
Engineers, they are really working very hard here. And and even the motivation we are having, really we got the motivation because we have a very powerful GMs who really give us a very good motivation. Whatever we need, he give us.
On his part, Aminu Haruna, the assistant general manager, Kumbotso substation, was happy with the work done. With a 22-year work experience, he said he was proud to continue work along with other staff of TCN to deliver bulk power to Nigerians. Speaking about his staff at the substation, Haruna said,
They are excited. They are very, very hardworking. And whenever there's a challenge, they are ready to take it off. And whenever we achieve success, they feel proud of themselves. So I will appeal to management to be allowing Nigerian engineers to get themselves involved in real practical aspect of it. Those things that I think the management think we can handle properly. When it comes to installation, they should be given the chance to do it in-house.
The operator on duty at the 330/132 kV Kumbotso substation's control room, Umar Farouk Isa, explained how bulk power comes into the substation through the transmission line from Kaduna. Isa, who is the senior manager, system operation arm of TCN, said the bulk power from the substation is transmitted to Kano Disco and some companies in Kano through a 132/33 kV section in the substation and to other substations like the Dangangudi substation in the metropolis.
These transformers, they step down to from 330 to 132 kV. So we are supplying power to some 132 kV substations. Here in Kano, we have Nanagundi transmission substation. Then we also supply 132 kV Dakata line, Dakata transmission substation. We have Mobitra, which is 30 MVA. We also have 60 MVA T4 power transformers. In our 132 kV substation here in Kumbotso TS, we supply some companies in Kano Metropolis here.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, is developing advanced capacity to install and fix power transmission lines and transformers. This is more sophisticated than the line maintenance the in-house engineers were known for in the past. The company's team of dedicated engineers demonstrated this again when they restored a 150 MVA transformer at the Kumbotso transmission substation in Kano recently.
The General Manager Transmission, Kaduna Region of TCN, Mr. Idris Lawal Alim, who led the in-house engineers on the restoration work for the 150 MVA transformer at the Kumbotso substation, speaks on how it was achieved.
Presently, we are in Kumbotso, Kano sub-region. The experience we gather here cannot be overemphasized because one, this is the first time we have opened 150 MVA transformer, and I don't think this thing has happened in any other station in this country. This is the first of the kind, and at the same time I know the experience my staff gather as we are going on this process of repair. The young ones, even the ITF students, Even the NYSC, all of them has gathered here because of this job, and I know by now many of them has gathered experience, and I don't think they will ever have this experience anywhere in this country.
Kindly describe what happens to the failed 150 MVA transformer that is being repaired.
And even before now, we have already lost T1A 5 years back. So as we lost T1A, we had only 3 transformers. That is T2A, T3A, and T4. So now that T3A is out again, we have only 2 transformers. So that's why we are working hard to restore the 3rd transformer. And that 3rd transformer was out as a result of fire incident for the past 5 years. That transformer is out. What necessitated us to even start working on that transformer is because T3A, when we carried out the test, we found out that it has problem with the winding. And as a result, we feel that this transformer cannot come online, cannot come back to service because of the winding problem. It has to go to workshop. But the one that got burned, we opened the transformer, we found out that yes, some compartment, that is the tap changer compartment, is filled up with water. In fact, the whole of that unit got rusted. So now that T3A is out, T1A is out. So, and all of them are 150 MVA, they are of the same make. We now say, why can't we cannibalize one, at least to make one out of them, out of the 2? So that's what we did. We have to open the transformer and remove the one that is bad from T1A and replace it with the one that is good from T3A.
TCN is fixing this transformer using in-house engineers instead of contractors. What difference does this make?
A lot has changed. Let me tell you, in the past, when we have not been given the opportunity, if you can remember some months back, we lost one of the 60 MV at Anagundi due to fire incident. If it was in the past, they will not even give us that opportunity to showcase our talent, our experience on that. They will transfer, they will award it on contract. Then, to me, I found out, why do you employ engineers without utilizing them? But as I'm talking to you, in fact, distribution staff, when they came, they were saying, oh, if they know this kind of thing will happen like this, they could have sent their engineers to come and learn.
During this repair, how does TCN ensure bulk power delivery to Kano Disco?
When we had problem with T3A, you know, we have 3 transformers before, 150 by 3. That is 450 MVA capacity we have. As we had problem with T3A, we only have 300 MVA now. So what we did, the transformers are not carrying maximum load. What we did, we shared the load. We shared the load to these 2 transformers. But the only problem they will notice with us, maybe some areas they have been enjoying 24-hour power supply. But now they are enjoying maybe 8 hours or 6 hours power supply, and they will be load shedding. That's the only thing. But before now, they were thinking that when this transformer had problem, they say, we don't know when they will get supply, because we learned that the 150 MVA transformer at Akumboso had problem. So it's only God knows that when we will get supply. They were surprised. They have been getting power supply, only that not the way they have been getting before. We have settled it. We have transferred the lot. Some of the lot, in fact, we have transferred them to Kwana Dangora. And Kwana Dangora is being fed from Kaduna, that is from Zaria. So that's how we were able to stabilize, though they were not getting the maximum they were getting before, but they are enjoying power supply.
How do you address issues of safety while engaging in these major repairs?
Up to this stage, as I'm talking to you, no single staff has injured. So we are always extra careful. If you come, if you are going up, if you didn't belt up, I will now ask you, please, you have to come down. You must belt up. So if you are coming to the switcher, you are climbing a transformer, I want you to be on your safety boot, not ordinary slippers. So we are very, very cautious on safety. That is our responsibility.
We're bringing you more reports in the Power Flash segment. Don't go away. Committed to transforming the power sector landscape through adequate wheeling of bulk electricity for industrialization, the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has explained strategies for upgrading and expanding transmission infrastructure in the Lagos region.
The managing director of TCN, Mr. Usman Gur Mohammed, who was on routine inspection in the Lagos region of power transmission networks recently, extensively discussed the strategies during a media interface. At the transmission substation in Maryland, Lagos, Mr. Mohammed said the Lagos Transmission Rehabilitation and Expansion Program was part of the overall plan for Nigeria to make TCN the strongest in the power sector value chain. 2 years ago, Mohammed said the transmission section used to be the weakest link in the power sector value chain that comprises power generation, transmission, and distribution. That has changed with massive projects that have been commissioned. A simulation done by TCN recently showed that transmission wheeling capacity is now at 8,100 megawatts. In spite of this achievement, Mr. Mohammed said the company was not satisfied with the position. TCN is getting more investments for constant network maintenance and installation of multiple transformers to guarantee consistent bulk power transmission nationwide. To actualize its plan for transmission expansion, he said TCN has been supporting contractors to complete abandoned projects, and in some cases, the in-house engineers take over the contract and complete them. With this, the company has installed more transformers in 1 year than it did in 10 years, Mohammed revealed. He said, under the Lagos and Ogun transmission project to be financed by the Japanese Agency for International Cooperation, JICA, TCN will install 4 330 kilovolt transmission lines and substations at Aribasi, Aribajo, Mountain of Fire, and New Agbara. There will be 2 132 kV substations to be located in RCCG camp in Mowe, Ogun State, and Badagry in Lagos State. But for the issue of about 5 billion naira cost of compensation, he said the project would have commenced. To solve this constraint, he said TCN has entered into an agreement with the Ogun State government to work on reducing the compensation costs so the procurement can begin. Mr. Mohammed said the objective of this huge project is to target the most industrialized areas in Nigeria to boost economic activities and promote development. There is also the Nigeria Electricity Transmission Project, a $456 million World Bank funded project meant to rehabilitate existing transmission substations known as brownfield projects. It will help to change the relays in substations to digital ones to communicate with the supervisory control and data acquisition SCADA system TCN is working to put in place nationwide. Mr. Mohammed and his team inspected the Maryland transmission substation, including the upgraded switchyard, transformers, and other rehabilitation works executed at the substation.
We hope you had a swell time with us on this edition. Join us next week on this same station for a fresh edition of Power Wheel. This episode and the previous ones are available on our YouTube channel. You can also connect with us on these other platforms showing on your screen. Your safety is our paramount concern. Do not build or stay under power transmission lines right of way and other installations to avoid electrical accidents. I am Onyema Iketubosin. Bye.